5 years ago today, God answered a prayer prayed to him on a whim. A prayer from someone who wanted nothing to do with him, whose only desire was to use him. But what that person didn't know is that that prayer would be heard and answered. She didn't realize that life and death lied in her tongue, so she didn't sit as she pleasured until it all came back and she was stung. She was loving this guy, so she thought, while loathing herself. While there were things that she would never accept for others, she compromised on and took herself. She used to believe and know that she was a queen until she met a king who wasn't king. He didn't know his title, yet allowed him to become her idol. So she rode for him, slowed for him, showed for him, owed for him, goad for him, but never realized that he would never get on that road for them. The road of repentance on which Christ died and bled, so that they would be free. Free from the bondage of the mindset of this world, which believed that they must do all of those owings to prove that they were loved and free. When simply love is denying oneself and picking up that cross and follow him. Him who is the very definition of love and the very essence of freedom. So, the night before, as she laid in that bed holding him while he cried genuine tears of wanting to change, she didn't know that a single prayer would actually cause that change. But the twist is, she first had to become that change. So while she was wilding out in her sins, turning up, sexing up, drugging up, drinking up, lying up, she could only remember one prayer that was said to her with a sincere heart, and it goes like this: Father, please shut every door that is not of you. And as she went to sleep, a single question, how sure are you, was asked in a dream to confirm if her prayer was true. And with a confused, scared tongue, she barely whispered a silent yes, which then confirmed the oath between her and the God to whom she was soon to know. But little did she know, is that the unbeknownst to himself king would be slayed, shot 9 times on a sacred day, her mama's birthday. And when she got the news, it was like her world stopped because her idol got dropped. And the truth is, her world did stop. See, with all her heart and soul, she really loved this dude. Even though she didn't have a relationship with love, and from what she got to know of the characteristics of love, she really did somewhat love this dude. A part of her was lying there on that cold floor with him. So she stood for him. She cried for him. She prayed for him, and she even fasted for him. But that prayer she prayed to him on a whim came back very scrim. And ever since then, things just weren't the same. And she tried and fought so hard for them to keep their flame. She tried to get him to see the same. But the truth is, it was never her place to tame. So finally, the God to whom she prayed began to press on her heart hard and harder until she collapsed and finally surrendered. For the first time she'd ever surrendered to anything or anyone, because she was just tired and done. Tired of being a fake and a snake. Tired of being 2 steps ahead. Tired of the tears on the pillow when she laid her head. So she got to know the God to whom she prayed. The God of Jacob, Isaac, and Abraham, the great mighty in battle, the great I am. So even though she loved this dude, she encountered a love to which she had no clue. And as that love for Christ grows, she began to love herself. She realized that she could never love any dude until she first loved God, then self. So 5 years ago on her mama's birthday, her world stopped because her king got dropped. But the King of all kings, the King of glory, picked her up, put her pieces together, teaches her how to love better by loving her better, which motivates her to be better, which ultimately causes her to experience true, pure, holy pleasure, all because of a whimsical prayer.